Ciao ragazzi, I'm Danilo and welcome back to another video. What is the orange sound? When we think of orange, the first thing that comes to mind is that massive, bright orange amplifier, usually bigger than we are. But what actually defines its sound? The orange tone has three clear traits. First, a thick, punchy mid-range that never scoops out. Second, a huge low end, not boomy but authoritative. And third, that gritty, sandy saturation. It's not the polished Marshall gain, and it's not the classy Vox chime. It's a growl, a slightly unhinged distortion that always feels on the verge of exploding. This identity made orange the weapon of choice for players across genres, from stoner to punk, from classic rock to metal. The funny part? I don't actually have a real huge orange amp here. I have something a bit smaller. Like this. No wait, maybe that's too small. Like this. Okay, that's much better. This is the brand new Orama by Crazy Tube Circuits, which was designed specifically to capture the same spirit, and it's not just an imitation, it's a way to get all that orange juice. The Orama is built around two sections. On the left side there's the amp section, inspired by the orange OR120. Some key controls of the amp sections are the fat knob, which shapes how much low-end and low-mid content hits the gain stages, and the HFD control, which brings back the upper harmonics and presence. On the right side there's the fuzz section, inspired by the front-tone pitch fuzz. There are two modes, raw, which is more open and dynamic, and burn, which is heavier, deeper and sustain rich. You can of course use both sections independently or stack them for a full chaotic shaking wall of sound. If you want to check out the Orama full specs, I will leave a link down in the description below. Now, before we jump into the riffs, a quick note. All the riffs you're about to hear are associated with the orange sound. Most of them were actually recorded with orange amps in the studio. Others weren't, but their bands have used orange live to play those songs in different moments of their careers. You'll see what I mean. And now let's get into the top 10 riff that defines the orange sound. Let's start with position number 10. This is A Ton of Love by Editors. For this one, I'm using the amp side with a classic rock setting, the typical gritty UK voice that's clean and dirty at the same time. At position number 9, we have something way more heavy. This is Electric Crown by Testament. Here the amp section is maxed out. High gain, HFD pushed quite a bit, and less fatness to give you that tight, aggressive attack, perfect for thrash metal. At number 8 we have Rise Against with Prayer of the Refugee. Still on the amp side, medium gain, balanced EQ, HFD set lower to avoid too much bite, but it's clear and punchy. At position number 7 we have Open My Eyes by Rival Sons. For this one we switch to the fuzz side of the pedal. using the burn mode. Big bass, insane sustain and a heavy roar. Now let's move back to the amp section with Stone Sour and Fabulous. For this one I used a medium to high gain setting and a thick mid-range, so we get a modern hard rock / metal tone. For position number 5, we now have an artist that is not usually associated with orange, and I'm talking about Oasis. There was a period though during the 2000s where Noel Gallagher was actually touring with the OR-120, and if you want, you can actually buy that very amp he used. You just need like 15 grand. I don't, so I used the Orama with these settings to get the tone instead. Anyway, here's Wonderwall. No, wait, no, that's wrong, for Swabit. Anyway, here's the live version of Rock and Roll Star. At position number 4, we have one of my personal favorites, and I'm talking about Blood and Thunder by Mastodon. Here the amp section is almost pushed to the limit. Fat, wide open, the HFD is used to keep definition intact, but not too much. This is a very heavy, fat and crushing orange character Mastodon is known for. Lowest spot of the podium goes to Foo Fighters. Yes, Dave often also uses Mesa Boogie. In general, Foo Fighters didn't exclusively use orange amps, but like Oasis, it happens that they use them live, and the orange fits perfectly to get their modern rock tone. At position number 2, we have an artist that is heavily associated with Orange. He also have an Orange signature amp. And I'm talking about Jim Root from Slipknot. This is Before I Forget. This one is also a very high gain tone. Similar setup to Mastodon, but with a slightly more HFD. This is a massive tight wall of distortion. Okay, now at position number 1, we have a riff that is not recorded with an Orange amp. But since it was played live with an Orange, the guitarist is listed as an official Orange artist, and the riff is so incredibly good, well, I had to include this one. I'm talking about Kashmir by Led Zeppelin. Yes, that's Jimmy Page. In their iconic 2007 Celebration Day concert, Jimmy played the whole concert with Orange amplifiers. Or should I say, ORG amplifiers? Since due to some sponsor conflicts they had to remove some letters from the amp. For this one I've actually recorded 3 guitar tracks, 2 using the fuzz section again, but in the raw mode, so more open and less compressed, and 1 with the amp section, with a setting close to the Oasis tone. I don't like to brag or anything, but I think this tone came out just chef kiss. And there you have it. These were the top 10 riffs that defines the Orange sound. Huge thanks to Face Audio Distribution and Crazy Tube Circuits for sending me the Orama, so I could make this video. Like I said, there's a link down in the description below if you want to check it out for yourself. Okay, and that was it for today's video. I hope you did enjoy it, and I'll catch you in the next one. Ciao!